Hope you're having a great day. I just had the opportunity to walk and jog with some elementary students for the Race for Education. Summers Fitness, we are a proud sponsor of our local schools and the Race for Education. And one thing this reminded me of is that we all need to pace ourselves. So many of the students were like, and just going for it, and they were sprinting and then stopping, and then some of them were overheating, and they just needed that constant reminder to slow down, pace yourself. And that goes for anything in life. We need to make sure that what we're doing is sustainable. Can we keep the steady pace? Because it's about keeping the momentum going. So that goes for fitness, and that goes for any goal in life. That's a financial goal, right? That could be a career goal. Is it sustainable? Can we keep going? And sometimes we need to pace ourselves because it's about the little teeny tiny building blocks to get there. Because if we constantly sprint and crash, right? It gets frustrating for us sometimes and we want to give up. And that, especially when it comes to a lifestyle habit like exercise, right? Sometimes we're like, all right, I'm going to do this every day and I'm going to do an hour. And we set these really, really big goals and we go so hard. And then finally we see that we're kind of burning ourselves out, right? Instead of setting small, reasonable goals and pacing ourselves with something that is sustainable that we can fit our life. And that's why I love my 10-minute fitness challenge, for example, and our 30-minute workouts, because we get results doing 10 to 30 minutes. So that way, when life is full, you're like, oh my gosh, I committed to doing an hour and now you can't do it because that just doesn't fit your life. And that's how you burn out. And the same thing with going too hard, too fast. We're all getting a little bit older, and if you're in your 40s, nearing your 50s, in your 60s and 70s, it is about endurance and sustainability. And we want to have longevity and quality of life. And so if we're beating our bodies up so hard and breaking it down, that's not something we're going to be able to keep doing. And so that's why we need to train smarter, not harder. And so that's why, again, with pacing yourself, whether it's running a race like these kids were doing today, they were setting the goal of hitting about 10 laps, that you need to pace yourself, because if you go all out and you go too hard, too fast, typically what's going to happen is you're going to stop. And so maybe that's a barrier of why you haven't met some of your fitness goals, is because you have that all or nothing mentality and you go too hard, too fast, and you just cannot keep up with that pace. So I just wanted to remind you, take a look at what you're doing in your fitness goals, in your life goals, and pace yourself. What is small and sustainable that you can continue doing happily for a healthy, long life? All right, let me know if this made sense. Give this video a like or tag someone that might need to hear this too. And remember to pace yourself. Have a good one.